Hey guys, that was too much. Hey guys, I'm Jaclyn, and in today's video I'm going to be talking to you guys about my makeup collection if I was not a YouTuber. So this was an idea suggested to me by one of you guys, and this is a video that has been quite popular where I've seen a lot of YouTubers do this, and I felt like it was an absolutely amazing video idea and something that I would really be interested to film. And it was really difficult to narrow down the products I would own, given that I do have a lot of products, and to think in that perspective, if I was not doing this, what I would own was a little bit difficult, but also something that I could relate to as well, because I was not always a YouTuber. So how I decided to buy certain products when I just started off is what I kept in my mind. And also, before someone comments like, what is up with your lips, you don't even know how to apply lipstick, it's because I've swatched about 40 pink lipsticks, and it looks like a blood bath. Literally, like, my lips are on fire. So I just wanted to match this color and my lips, so that's the reason I wore this. I couldn't clean up this part, it was stained, so please excuse that. So anyways, let's get started with the video. I am so excited. So when I thought of myself as someone who's not doing YouTube, I don't think I would have a lot of products. Of course, I would try to have like a minimalist makeup collection, like kind of simple, but just products that I would of course use a lot. I'd not just buy anything and everything, because I'd be like, okay fine, I'm going to be reviewing this, so that kind of thought won't run through my head. So first of all, I never thought I would be a primer person, but now that I know the value for primer, but I would probably invest in these products. So the Embryolisse lait cream concentrate, you guys know how much I love this. I use this as a primer cum moisturizer. It's very hydrating on my skin. So because I am someone with sort of like normal to dry skin type, I would buy something like this. Like my makeup purchases would be well researched, and so this is a product that is recommended by a lot of people. I would definitely have had that. And then to my own self-research, I would have bought this Sugar Aquaholic Priming Moisturizer, because it's affordable, one, and also it's a very hydrating primer. So because I need something that can hydrate my skin, I would definitely buy this, or I would just invest in a really good moisturizer, and of course something to fill in my pores. So I would have one pore filling primer, and something in this size would be ideal for me because I don't really wear makeup on a daily basis. So only for special occasions when I just want like that minimized pore effect, I would definitely use the Benefit Porefessional. So that's pretty much the primer I would own, and a primer kind of serum that I was influenced into buying at a Bobbi Brown counter, and I would have bought this irrespective of if I had a YouTube channel or not. Is the Bobbi Brown Intensive Skin Supplement. This will make your foundation look so glowy, so dewy. It's amazing. But unfortunately, this product has been discontinued by Bobbi Brown. I don't know why they do that. Like, they get you hooked onto some amazing product and then they discontinue it. I don't use a lot of this because it's discontinued. And I also have a pretty close dupe from the very affordable range, which I will be featuring in my makeup dupes video. But this is something that I would definitely have in my collection. And then for foundation, I did narrow down 3 foundations. One is PAC HD liquid foundation, because this is an amazing foundation for the price. Very skin-like, and doesn't kick up on my skin. Very nice. And I have used this for so many different special occasions, and because it's something that is easily available in India, and they have a store in Bangalore, easy to get shade matched as well. And then the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, because so many people talk about this that if you watch YouTube, you would get influenced into buying this product. And it's like skin-like, very good coverage as well. Have so many different shade options in this. I got this one in the shade Praline, and it's a little bit dark for me, but I can manage that. I kind of these days prefer my foundation shades to be a little bit dark as well, so that I can mix it and play around a little more. And of course, the Nars Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is a foundation that I would use for special occasions where my skin should look like skin, not dry, not cakey, and just overall look really nice. So this is a foundation that I bought, even though I can't feature it that much on my YouTube channel because Nars is not easily available in India. So I got this from Cult Beauty. I bought it irrespective of if I can show it to you guys or not. So that does mean something to me. Like, it's because of my personal favorite. So usually when I buy certain products, even if I like it or not, I keep in mind my channel and how I can recommend it to you guys and your preferences as well. So this is something that I bought like on my own wish. And then concealers are pretty simple. Like, even before I had a YouTube channel, I didn't have that many concealers. The only concealer I owned was the Loreal True Match concealer, and But that time I was not very well aware of products. So yeah, it's easier to resort to something that you can find easily in India, but it has to even solve the purpose that I'm looking for. So in that way, I selected the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer because this one is amazing. It's like skin but wetter, gives you like pretty good medium coverage and doesn't kick up underneath your eyes and all that, and it's pretty long wearing as well. And I got this in my exact shade match, which is Sucre D'orge, and got this from Cult Beauty. Again, the foundation and the concealer just go hand in hand, and they're really nice, like skin like. And for more coverage, like on special occasions where I'm getting dressed up to go to a wedding or something like that, I need a little more coverage. If that is not doing the job, Tarte Shape Tape would be there in my collection, because this is something that I have used so much, and I haven't run out of this because this is not my everyday concealer. This is not something that matches me to the dot. So this is a highlighting concealer for me, and of course when I have a full face of makeup, a highlighting concealer is more ideal and it has full coverage as well. Can be a little bit drying, but so. And then for highlighters, I didn't pick a lot of it because I don't think I would have used it that much, especially on a daily basis or even for special occasions. I would just need one, right? So I picked out something that would look a little more natural on my skin. This is the Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter. Even before I started my YouTube channel, I used to watch Jaclyn Hill so much, and because this is her collab, I would have got it. This is how it looks. I mean, it's not anything out of the world, but it is a little tad bit more subtle compared to so many other highlighters that I own, and I don't think I would have been interested in that beaming highlighter, at least keeping in my mindset right now. And some more natural looking highlighters, the Sugar Face Forward Highlighter Stick. I have spoken about this so much, like at this point you guys would be like, shut up, because I have mentioned this so many times. It's what I have on my cheek today as well. It's a very subtle highlighter. I really like it. I mean, it does have shimmer particles to it. Do not think it's the most natural looking highlighter. If you want something more natural, MAC Strobe Cream. I have heard so much about this, and I just wanted to get my hands on this, and I don't regret it one bit. I get so much use out of this. Mix it in with my foundation, use it on the high points of my cheek as well. Like a very natural highlighter, and I can do that on a daily basis if I want to. So it's not something that I have to just keep aside for certain occasion and couldn't look too much. And then I thought about like blush and bronzer and all that, because I'm not a big bronzer person. I don't think I would have bought it that much. So I would resort to a palette that contains everything. So it has a powder blush, which I would use whenever I needed a powder blush, and a highlighter, powder highlighter if I needed that, and a bronzer as well. So this would suffice pretty much, and I would use these as eyeshadows as well. So it solves all the purposes. And yeah, so I think that is what I would have done, and of course used my lipsticks as blush. I do that so much, so I would have just used whatever lipstick I had as my blush. So I don't really need that many powder blushes if I was not a YouTuber. Like, I don't have to try out all those products. I can just use minimal products, because who am I going to show it to? Who am I going to recommend it to? And then, okay, yeah, I forgot, when I was talking about concealer, to set it, I don't think I need powder. Like, if I'm assuming I was not a YouTuber, I would have assumed that I need a powder to make it last longer and make it look a lot more smooth and stuff like that, because that's what you hear the most online. And so I decided that I would have definitely bought the Makeup Revolution Luxury Powder in the shade Banana, because of the quantity you get, because of how finely milled it is, and how people actually really like this. So this is the only powder that I would probably use. I don't think powder as such would have played a major role in my makeup collection. And then to set all this makeup in place, the PAC Micro Finish Makeup Fixer. Quantity you get 120 ml. How fine it spritzes the product, and how much Indian YouTubers actually rave about this. And also MAC Fix Plus, because everybody talks about that so much. And then for eyeshadow, I kind of sat down, thought so much about it, and thought, how would I make this purchase keeping in mind like a person who didn't do YouTube or like crazy looks or anything of that sort. So I kind of resorted to like a more comfortable color selection. So I would have definitely had the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, because of the number of shades you get. Mine is completely messy, like I'm so embarrassed to even show it to you guys, but this has everything you would need, like some warm eyeshadows, some pop of colors, and like everything, so transition and all that. So initially when you start off eye makeup, that's where you go wrong, you know. It's like, that is what I did as well. I didn't know how to do my eye makeup because I didn't have palettes that had good transition shades, like to blend properly, to get that perfect blend, and something to apply in your outer corner and all that. Like, there was no eyeshadow with me. I had the Urban Decay Naked palette, so you know how that is. That is like skin for me. It doesn't even show up. So this kind of a setup, it would be a lot more easier for me to practice, try out different shades as well, and pretty good pigmentation, so I would know that okay, I'm not messing up my eyeshadow look. I also thought about something from the affordable range that I would have got, and the Makeup Revolution Soph X palette, I would have this one as well, again for the different color selections. Like that palette doesn't have this kind of like an olive green and this duochrome eyeshadow and this black kind of eyeshadow and everything, so this also has a mirror, so this is something that I would have had. And I also thought about something else, like I have the Morphe 39A palette. That is something that I would have because of the number of shades that it has so many shades, and I can of course sit and experiment, and that is something I bought for my personal use, not to show much on my channel. I haven't featured that palette in my channel that much because it's a very big palette, it's not easily available in India, and that is something that I would have used quite a lot. And just to kind of indulge a little more, spend on some more raved about products, I would have had a Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, probably even the bigger ones, but because of the price I would have invested in this mini variant. And I feel like it's so easy to travel with this. It fits right in your travel makeup pouch, and the eyeshadows are so blendable. I'm not sure if this is a variant I would have had, probably something a little more warm toned, but then this is what I have on my eyelid as well, just this shade all over my eyelid and this one on my lower lash line. So a very comfortable palette to own, very small, easy, compact. And then liquid eyeshadow, I don't think I would have gone and invested that much in it. Like if you watch a lot of Indian beauty content, you'd definitely be influenced to buy the Swiss Beauty liquid eyeshadow, so that's exactly what I picked up as well. So such a beautiful liquid eyeshadow for the price. It's for 299 rupees, very affordable, and it has such a good spark, and it just literally amps up your makeup look and looks so good. So yeah, something that I would really like having in my collection. And then for mascara, the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara, which is really affordable, has a good amount of length, and something that is easily accessible as well, and something you can like toss away easily, because mascara is not something you have to keep for a really long time, so it's like easy on the pocket as well, and you can find it on discount. So this one would do the job for me. I'm not a regular mascara wearer anyways, it's not something that I wear daily, so I wouldn't go ahead and invest in very expensive mascaras. So, and then now let's move on to the most interesting topic, lipsticks. So I did think a lot and kind of narrowed down the number of lipsticks I would own, what are the different shades I would own, and these are what I picked up. I mean, I know it's quite extensive, but I loved lipstick ever since I was a child, you guys. So I used to go to my dad's office, and there used to be these women who were working there, very pretty, very nice lipsticks and all that. I used to be so inspired looking at them that I used to always ask my mom to buy me lipsticks at that age. And my mom is someone who doesn't wear lipstick at all, and she doesn't like it, so it's completely opposite. But I used to always admire women wearing lipsticks, and I used to just be like that creepy kid who'd look at all of them wearing lipsticks and be like, so nice, one day I will wear it too. So yeah, let's get started with the lipstick I would have had. So I am an ardent red lipstick lover, so MAC Ruby Woo definitely has to be there in my collection. Like, what would I do without this? So definitely gonna be there in my collection. I have used this so much, so this is something that I would have had for sure, because it's raved after so much. If you used to type, like back in the day when you type like best red lipstick, MAC Ruby Woo would pop up, and it would influence you to buy, irrespective of if you know about lipsticks or not. So you would be influenced into buying that because it was claimed to be like the most universal red shade. And then a red liquid lipstick that I would have thought, okay, let me keep it affordable, and got the Wet n Wild one, because again it's quite raved after. A very beautiful red shade, long wearing formula. And then Faces Midnight Rose, which was raved about so much in the Indian YouTube community, but nobody talks about this anymore. Such a beautiful red shade, formula is amazing, very pigmented, and I wouldn't have regretted it at all. Like, if you give me a chance, I would have more red lipsticks, but okay, I'm just going to keep it a little bit humble, simple here. And then a deep red shade is something that has to be there in my collection, and the Loreal lipstick in the shade Pure Garnet. I love this one, and recently I've started to fall in love with this, and this is a lipstick that most of my friends own, and they are not YouTubers, so looks like it did have a pretty good influence on a lot of people, like this particular shade and this deep red shade. So something that I really like. And another kind of berry shade is Nykaa Ultra Matte lipstick in the shade Cleopatra. love this shade. And yeah, so something I would really like on myself, the pigmentation, the shade, how it looks and everything. So yeah, and then I would have tried to like have different shade options to wear to different, like to wear for different outfits and to kind of mix it up. And then I also thought about this, like I would like to have some kind of like unique lipstick, something that is like a collector's item. So the Lisa Eldridge Velvet Ribbon lipsticks, I think that is what this is called. I would have definitely had this. I have this one in the shade Velvet Jazz, which is like a very nice deep red shade, and Skyscraper Rose, which is a beautiful pink shade. Just look at the packaging and just look at the texture of these lipsticks, you guys. Just for that, just to have that unique factor and something that I can collect, I would have had this. And then some more expensive lipsticks, the Pat McGrath lipsticks. I don't talk about this much on my channel, and this is something that I was always intrigued with. This is like part of my like indulge movement. And just look at the packaging, it's so luxe. And this is what the lipstick looks like. So it's so beautiful. I have some really good shades. I have this one in the shade Flesh 3, a nude shade, and then of course a deep red shade called Elsin, and Full Blooded, like a berry kind of shade. So because of the hype Huda Beauty receives, I would have bought one of their liquid lipsticks for sure. And this one in Famous is like my kind of shade, which is like a deep red with a lot of berry undertones to it. There's a little bit of a different shade, so that is something that I would have had, and especially because of the hype. And then I also thought about like different shades. I would have a pink lipstick that I would need. So the Too Faced Bend and Snap liquid lipstick is amazing. A true, it's like a pink shade with a little bit of blue undertones to it. The pigmentation is amazing and would look really nice on so many different outfits. So depending on my outfits, like I like to pair my yellow outfits with a pink lipstick because I feel like it just brightens. It's like bright, you look like a sunshine. So that's something I really like. And a little bit of like a deeper pink shade, the Sugar Lip Crayon in the shade Baby Houseman. So it's a pink shade with a lot of berry undertones to it, so that looks really nice. Again, a little bit different and very deep. So I would have that. And Colorbar Sultry. I never thought about this lipstick until I got it, and I was amazed with this. It's just a beautiful pink shade with a different undertone, and this is again something that I have spoken about so much on my channel right now that I think people will be throwing things at the screen right now, be like, oh, you're short hair. So pardon me. And then of course Nika Jade Rose, because ever since I saw this shade on somebody, I was like, I need this. This is such a unique shade. Like I mentioned in my unique lipsticks video, you guys know how much I love that, and it's so different. So this is something that I would definitely have. The pigmentation, the shade and everything is so beautiful. And Chambord liquid lipstick in the shade 482. A very nice nude shade for my nude, for my nude days. I was going to say that. Like, yeah. For days where I would like to have a nude lip shade. So shampoo and everything I bought when I was not that much into YouTube. Like I was doing my YouTube videos, but I was like just like any one of y'all. I didn't have a massive extensive collection. So that's when I bought the shampoo lipstick, but I didn't buy it in this shade. I had it in a different shade. But these are like genuinely how I thought about everything and I went about it. So yeah, that would be my collection, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was sort of like a different video for me to film, and I hope it was a different video for you guys to watch as well. Like from me, let me know what are your must-haves, like your standout products in your collection, or what are the products that you generally have in your collection if it's not very big, for you to type it out. Let me know. So don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. And see you guys in my next one. Bye.